Alright, so I was able to fill out another whiteboard full of questions. This will be Q&A video number 5. The first question comes from SpeedyMechnic. He says, would it be more beneficial to combine strength work with hypertrophy work? Now, the answer, as it relates to what's the best, is always it depends. It depends on a lot of different things, but I'll build a case for why this would be a good idea. Now, the reason you're doing strength work probably is to get stronger. But your strength is the sum of your capacity to recruit your muscles, and also, all things being equal, a bigger, stronger muscle is capable of producing more force. So the reason you would want to do something like this is you train the lift that you want to get better at, and then you also want to include exercises to strengthen any perceived weak links in the chain, because you're only as strong as your weakest link. So I'll give you an example with how most power lifters train. So the bench press is one of the lifts they're going to be tested on. They want to get stronger at that lift, but what they'll do is they'll include a lot of hypertrophy work for the triceps, not to make the triceps stronger, but to increase the size of them. So why would they do that if it wasn't going to be beneficial? They understand that if the muscle is bigger, then it's capable of producing more force, and if they can integrate the strength of including hypertrophy work for the triceps into their bench press, then they will have accomplished what they set out to achieve. So it doesn't matter if it's a beginner or an advanced lifter that's hit a plateau or anything like that. It's why are you doing what you do, and that would be some reasons for why you would want to include hypertrophy work into your strength work. Now the next question comes from Jayzer. He says, what's better, training to failure once a week, every muscle once a week, or shy of failure and training every muscle 2 to 3 times a week? Now once again, what's the best? It depends on a lot of different things, but what I'll do is I'll build a case for both. Now when you train to failure, you perform what's called a maximal voluntary contraction. Now it's not understood why, but there is some magic in performing maximal voluntary contractions. So it doesn't matter how much weight you're lifting, as long as you're performing maximal voluntary contractions, you're going to promote roughly the same amount of growth. The downside of this is that because a maximal voluntary contraction is so demanding, it's harder for your body to recover from. So if you perform more of these more frequently, it's going to overwork your capacity to recover. Now one of the things you said in your comment is, what if the person feels like they can perform at their best? Now, your body can lie to you in that you can become adapted to being overworked. So you might feel like everything is good to go, but it might not be. So you got to make the best decision for yourself based on a lot of different things. The benefit to training shy of failure more frequently is the more frequently you train without overworking your capacity to recover, the more growth you're going to promote. You're going to turn on certain genes that are responsible for promoting growth. So there's benefits to both. You got to make the best decision for yourself. Now there was something that you said, and I think you might have taken something out of context, so I'm going to explain something real quick. When the muscles are under constant tension, you promote an occlusion effect. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. You can promote a similar effect by performing a high amount of reps or a low amount of reps slowly. It's about the duration the muscles are engaged. It can accomplish pretty much the same thing. It has nothing to do with an external cue like how many reps you're performing. So understand the response you want to promote and then cater the way you do what you do to promoting that response. If you like the information, share, click the fucking button at the bottom, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep bringing you the best information that you're going to find as it relates to training to build muscle, get stronger, lose fat, look better, perform better, all that fucking shit.